Chapter 1, Quadratic Functions and Equation in one variable. Okay, so before this we learned that the general equation of quadratic functions is y equal to ax squared plus bx plus c, and then a, b, c are all numbers. So what will happen if we change a, if we change b, if we change c to a different number? What is the effect to the quadratic functions? So today we will see the effects of a, b, and c to the function. Yeah. So first is changing a. So a determines the shape of the graph. Okay. So here is an example. This is the first function. Function f is x squared. The value of a is 1. Okay, because it's nothing here, right? So it's 1. So, and the second function is gx. And the a for gx is 2. Okay, you can see the difference between these two is the shape, right? G is much narrow, okay, and f is wider. Okay, so why this happen? I will show you the example of calculation here. So for the function f, y is equal 1x squared. For function g, y is equal 2x squared, right? I will draw the axis here. This is the x-axis, and this is the y-axis. Okay, so let's example value of an x. Okay, when x is 2, okay, I substitute x is 2 here. I want to find the value of y. So 1, x is 2 square. Okay, so 2 square is 4. 4 times 1 is 4. So the value of y is 4. So I get a plot here. And then for x is negative 2. Also same. Negative 2 square. Negative 2 square, you get positive 4 also. Okay, so like this. And the shape of the function f, sorry, it will pass through the point. This is function f. Okay, let's plot for g. Okay, x is the same value as 2 here. We want to see the difference. So 2 square. 2 square is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So when x is 2, y is x. Y is 8, sorry. So it is much higher than this point here. And then if this thing is negative, and then it also become positive 8. So here. And then this is the function of g. So you can see gx is much narrower than the fx. So the conclusion here is, if a is a very big number, the graph will be much narrow. Okay, if a is a small number, okay, it will be wider. Okay, because when a is bigger, this number y will be very, very big. Okay, if a is big, y will become big. So it will be narrow like this. So in conclusion, a is to determine the shape of the graph. Okay, so what if we change the b? Okay, so b is determine the position of the axis of symmetry. Okay, I will give you a formula here how to find the axis of symmetry. To find the axis of symmetry, you can use this formula: x equal to negative b divided 2a. You don't have to remember this in modern mathematics. Okay, x equal to minus b over 2a. Okay, so here we have a function f, we have a function gx. The only difference is the value of b. Okay, for function f, a is 1, b is minus 2. For function g, a is 1, b is minus 4. Okay, so for function f, I want to find the axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry is negative. B is minus 2, 2, 1. Okay, I'm substitute in this. I'm substitute to this formula. Yeah. Okay, so the value 2 divided by 2 is a 1. Negative, negative, you get a positive 1. Okay. So you can see this is the function f. The axis of symmetry is 1. X equal to 1 is the axis of symmetry. Okay, we see the axis of symmetry for gx. The same thing, x equal to minus b. b is minus 4. 2a, a is 1. Okay, so 4 divided by 2 is 2. Negative times negative is a positive 2. So the axis of symmetry for gx is positive 2. You can see this is the gx function, and then the axis of symmetry is x equal to 2. Okay, so the conclusion here, if b is a large number, the graph will move to the right. Okay, if b is a much less negative number, it will move to the left side. Okay, so we see the last one. What if we change c? Okay, here we also have a function fx and another function gx. So for fx, the c is 1. Okay, for function gx, the c is 2. You can see the difference is the height, right? Okay, I give you a simpler example. Y equal to x squared. Okay, this is x-axis, y-axis. This is the function y equal to x squared. Okay, what happens if you plus 1? X squared plus 1. That means c is 1, right? This graph will move up 1. The whole graph is the same shape, but it moves upwards 1, okay, in the unit of 1. If y equal to x squared minus 1, this graph will move downwards to negative 1. Okay, so C determines the position of the y-intercept. Okay, so this is the y-intercept, right? When this graph touch the y-axis. Okay, you see this one touch at 1, this one touch at 0, and this one touch the y-axis at negative 1. Okay, and this example also, you can see F touch the y-intercept is 1, and then for G the y-intercept is 2. Okay, so in conclusion, the value of A determines the shape. Okay, is it narrow like this or is it wider like this? And for B, it moves left and right. Okay, if you have a shape like this, if you change B, it will move to the left, or if it will move to the right. Okay, same shape here. For C, it will move up and down. Move your graph up and then move your graph down. So by changing A, B, and C, you can get any shape of the graph you want. Okay, so that's the lesson for today. Thanks for watching.